Hello, this is the Mirror Moves, where we tell stories about standing your ground against the entitled, the arrogant, and the absurd. In this video, a Karen tried to force me to sell my land, until she saw my tattoo and froze. You ever have someone show up at your door with a smile so wide it feels like a threat wrapped in perfume? Yeah, that was my Tuesday. And let me tell you, it went downhill faster than a Vespa on an ice driveway. I'm Jonah, 42, former Marine, now a carpenter, tattoo artist, and the proud, maybe overly defensive owner of the last untouched slice of lakeside property in a neighborhood that's been slowly smothered by pastel ambition and HOA agendas. Picture this: yoga studios, pastel paddleboards, gluten-free kombucha tastings, and folks who name their dogs after imported cheeses. Brie, Gouda, Manchego, you get the idea. You can practically hear the hummus bowls whispering. My land? 3 acres of thick woods, rocky shoreline, and a cabin that could tell better stories than half the people now sipping espresso across the lake. My cabin? Hand-built, creaky, and more emotionally stable than most new constructions. My morning routine? French press coffee, bird song, mist rising off the lake, and the occasional philosophical stare down with a raccoon named Fred. We got history, peaceful, sacred, my little bubble of sanity, until she arrived. Celeste, HOA president, blonde bob, big SUV, bigger opinions. She was the spiritual successor to every clipboard-wielding Karen who ever filed a noise complaint over leaf blowers. If entitlement had a fragrance, it'd smell like her. Her car? Pearl white SUV the size of a suburban tank. Her arrival? Grand. Her agenda? Colonize. She stepped out wearing a sun hat wide enough to be its own HOA district, a neon pink power suit that practically screamed, "I've already called the county," and heels so sharp they looked like they'd been forged in a courtroom. Her purse yapped. No, sorry, that was her dog. Hello, she sang out, voice drenched in weaponized cheer. You must be Jonah. I blinked. That depends. Are you here selling cookies or threats? She laughed. The kind of laugh that tells you she didn't get the joke and doesn't care. She hustled up my porch like she owned the place and unfurled a trifold map with the precision of a military operation. She also handed me a glossy brochure showcasing future villas, the kind that all look like architectural clones dipped in beige. I'm here to talk about a fabulous opportunity for you to be a part of the Lakeside Villas vision. Translation: get off your land, mountain man. You're ruining the drone footage. I leaned back, coffee mug in hand. Go on. Well, she said, brushing imaginary dust from her lapel, your land is the only thing disrupting the clean shoreline flow. It's charming in its way, but we're hoping you'd be open to a very generous buyout. Define generous. She rattled off a figure that might have made someone blink. Someone who didn't know this land's value went beyond dollars. Then came the extras: a complimentary spa membership, quarterly brunch events, even 2 months of free paddleboard storage. I nearly choked on my coffee. Do I look like a man who brunches? Well, no, but... Exactly. She tried again. You'd be relocating somewhere more fitting. Less wildlife, fewer mosquitoes, more Pilates. I nodded. Lady, the deer and I do yoga at sunrise. They nail downward dog. Her smile faltered. Of course, we understand your connection to the property, but the HOA does have tools. Rezoning petitions, utility reclassifications. It can get complicated. There it was. The threat tucked in a Tiffany blue ribbon. I stood slowly, letting the flannel slide off my shoulder. Her eyes landed on it, tattooed in thick black and gray ink, the emblem of my old Marine unit, surrounded by barbed wire. A bald eagle gripping a worn banner that read, "Stand your ground." The temperature dropped 10 degrees. The birds stopped chirping. Even her dog whimpered. The clipboard dipped. She blinked. WL, I see you're passionate. Perhaps this was premature. We'll circle back. Maybe next quarter. She pivoted so hard her heel got stuck in the decking, and she hobbled back to her SUV like a reality show villain mid-exit. That evening, someone else showed up. A man in a tucked-in polo shirt, no clipboard, just holding a manila envelope like it was radioactive. Mr. Jonah? This is from the county. Inside, a certified letter stating that no rezoning or development would proceed without my written, signed, and notarized permission. Apparently, Celeste Googled me, or someone showed her what stand your ground actually meant. I framed that letter, right next to my grandfather's rifle and a photo of him standing on this porch. The same one I rebuilt, the same one Celeste tried to sweet-talk her way onto. These days, I still walk my shoreline, coffee in hand, shirt loose, tattoo visible, and the occasional neighbor waves, but no one mentions brunch. Thanks for watching The Mirror Moves. If you've ever had someone try to take what's yours with a smile, a clipboard, and the soft thread of paperwork, hit that like button. Drop your most ridiculous HOA story in the comments. The wilder, the better. And remember, some land isn't for sale. Some homes aren't for flipping. And some people, they don't back down. Stay grounded. Stay bold. Stay watching.